Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in this world. God bless you. This is Gloria White coming to you from Utah, USA. I hope everyone had so many things to be thankful to God for that you could have stayed in prayer for hours today, thanking Him and praising Him for His blessings. Today is Thanksgiving in America. I wish the rest of the world had a day like this where family and friends could come together and celebrate being thankful to God for all our blessings. And I was wondering, well, how many times does the word Thanksgiving appear in the King James Version of the Holy Bible? It's 28 times. What about the word thanks? 72 times. Thank, 27 times. Thanked, 3 times. Thankful, 3 times. Thankfulness, once. And thanking, once. That's a lot of thanking, huh? But all of our blessings come from God above, everything that's good. And sometimes we are aware of those blessings, and sometimes we're absolutely oblivious. We don't know what He saved us from or what went on behind the scenes of the blessings we receive. The mystery of God. One day, instead of looking at things through like a dark mirror, everything will be crystal clear when we're face to face with Him. How amazing, huh? Look at Joseph, envied by his brothers because he had dreams of things that were going to come. Thrown in a pit by his brothers, Reuben wanted to save him. And while Reuben was away, and I don't know where Reuben went, but he wasn't there when his other brothers sold Joseph into slavery. And so he went to Egypt. And there he was appointed, first he was appointed to Potiphar, to be his servant, and he saw that the Lord was with him, and he put Joseph over all of his house. Then Potiphar's wife saw that Joseph was very good looking, and she kept throwing herself at him, and he just wouldn't have it. And one day when everybody was gone from the house and it was just him and her there, she tried to push herself onto him, and he fled, and she grabbed hold of his robe. And then he was thrown into prison. He was in there. He was in there for 10 years. And then he told the meaning of the dreams of Pharaoh's chief butler and chief baker. And it came to pass. And Joseph said to the butler, "Remember me to Pharaoh when you get out of here." And he forgot about him until Pharaoh had the dream, and he couldn't interpret what it meant when it was the 7 fat cows and the 7 skinny cows that came up out of the river and ate them. And then the same thing with the grains of corn, the ears of corn. And so then the butler remembered Joseph, and they brought him up out of the dungeon, washed him up, gave him a haircut and a shave, and put clean clothes on him and sent him before Pharaoh, where of course we know that he gave the meaning of the dream because God gave him that gift to do that. And by doing that, God set him up to be there in power and to save back 7 years worth of grain, to keep the whole land from starving to death because of a famine. And he brought his dad and his brothers and all their children to the land of Egypt and put them in the land of Goshen. Joseph was second in command under the king of Pharaoh, the Pharaoh of Egypt. second in command. He was over all the king's affairs. He had the king's signet ring. Who would have thought that this good-looking little boy would have been thrown in a pit by his brothers and then raised up by God? And it was all God's plan the whole time. So sometimes when we're thinking, I'm in a pit, wait and see. What does God have planned for you? We never know these things. We're always surprised and thankful. And I hope you spent a good part of your day thanking God for all your blessings. Whether you were gathered in a house full of people and are all alone in your own little place, in your own little world, we're never really alone. We always have God with us. And what better company can there be? And as always, I love you.